For today's topic, we have the family planning. This is divided into two parts. Part 1, which is the effects of rapid population growth and family size on the health of the nation. Part 2, we have the modern family planning method. This is part of our learning outcome, which is to explain the effects of rapid population growth and family size on the health of the nation, and to enumerate modern family planning methods, such as natural and artificial. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to identify the concept of family size, identify the effects of rapid growth and family size on the health of the nation, and last, analyze ways on how to plan an ideal family size. But before that, let's have first our pretest. This is to measure your prior knowledge about today's lesson. Choose the letter of the best answer. You have 5 seconds to answer and write it on your notebook. Are you ready? For number 1, the concept of family size in the Philippines is categorized as letter A, extended family, B, large family, C, small family, D, all of the above. The answer is letter D, all of the above. For number 2, it is a type of family that consists of parents and at least one child. A, adoptive family, B, blended family, C, nuclear family, D, single-parent family. The answer is nuclear family. For number 3, can a couple without child or children be considered as family? A, maybe, B, no, C, yes, D, none of the above. The answer is letter C, yes. For number 4, the following are the effects of family size on the health of the nation except A, morbidity, B, nutritional status, C, risk behavior, D, unemployment. The answer is letter D, unemployment. For number 5, it is classified as the smallest unit of the society. A, family, B, friends, C, government, D, peers. The answer is letter A, family. For your next activity, complete the following statement below. Based on what have you learned with your previous module about responsible parenthood? Parenthood is... Your answer should be, parenthood is a great responsibility or task. It is not a role which can be played successfully on basis of chance. It is a status where responsible couples arrive at after making a decision to have family. Next is, responsible parenthood is... Your answer should be, responsible parenthood is the will and ability to respond the needs and aspiration of the family. Let me start our discussion with family size. The concept of large and small families has been a subject to debate in recent years. The nature of both large and small families are directly affected several factors such as health, economy, politics, and population. Now let's identify family structures. Nuclear families are families that have parents and at least one child. Blended families, these are two families combined. Couples can be families without having children. Extended family. This includes members such as grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Adoptive families includes one or more children who were born into other families. Single parent families. These are single parents who have one parent and at least one child. Now let's proceed with the effects of family size on the health of the nation. Number 1, nutritional status. Number 2, morbidity. Number 3, risk behavior. And number 4, health services. For nutritional status, the state of the body with respect to each nutrient and to overall state of the body weight and condition. For morbidity, this exists from a state of physical or psychological well-being, resulting from disease, illness, injury, or sickness. Risk behavior. Specific forms of behavior which are proven to be associated with increased susceptibility to specific disease or ill health. And last, the health services. These are experience of people as to the receipt of healthcare services of different types of people in the society. Let's continue with the family planning. The question is, what is family planning? It is a way to regulate the number and spacing of children in the family. It is a practice of contraception and a methods of birth control. Family planning is also a way of thinking and living that is voluntary upon the basis of knowledge, attitudes, and responsible decisions by individual or couples in order to promote the health and welfare of the family and also to contribute effectively to the social development of the country. We have two kinds of family planning, the spacing method and the terminal methods. For spacing methods, we have the natural methods and the barrier methods. For natural methods, this method does not involve the use of any man-made devices. For example, withdrawal method. Withdrawal method. In this method, the penis is withdrawn from the vagina before ejaculation. Next is the safe period. Based on the process of ovulation and menstrual cycle, which help in determination of safe period when coitus can be done and unsafe period when the coitus can be avoided to prevent pregnancy. Next is the abstinence. This is the best form of the natural method. This includes or this involves complete avoidance of sexual habit. Next is the barrier method. Next is the barrier method. These are methods used to prevent the meeting of sperm cell with the ovum. We have 5 categories: physical barrier, chemical barrier, IUD or intrauterine devices, hormonal methods, and post-conceptional methods. First, we have physical barrier. In this method, condom is being used. It is a thin rubber sheet which is used by men. Next is the diaphragm. It is used by women in her vagina to form a barrier in front of the cervix. Next is the vaginal sponge. It is a small polyuterine foam sponge diffused with spermicide. Next is the chemical barrier. It usually kills the sperm, and these chemical contraceptives help in preventing pregnancy. Next is the IUD or intrauterine devices. These are devices which are placed in the uterine cavity. We have the first, second, and third generation IUD. And last, we have the post-conception method. Post-conception method includes menstrual regulation, menstrual induction, and abortion. In menstrual regulation, it is done in 14 days missed period when pregnancy is doubted but it is not confirmed. In this, the uterine contents are evacuated. Next is the menstrual induction. This is done within the few days of missed period. This induces continuous contraction of uterus lasting for 7 minutes, and it is followed by a cyclic contraction which continues for the next 3 to 4 hours. Next is the worst of all the methods. It is the termination of pregnancy before the fetus becomes viable. Always remember, no family is perfect. We argue, we fight, we even stop talking to each other at times. But in the end, family is family. The love will always be there.